Hello everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today, thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Guys, today's beer comes from Hubbard's Cave Brewery. This is their French toast, and this is a big one, guys. This is a 12% Imperial Stout. To me, guys, everything that these guys are producing is pretty outstanding. I mean, they remind me a lot of what Evil Twin is doing, with Jeppy making all those big 11 and 12% Imperial Stouts, and they do them very well. Hubbard's Cave is reminding me a lot of that brewery, and the dark beers they are producing are pretty damn tasty too. So I think they're pretty good. I don't know size wise and distribution wise how they compare to each other or not, but I think Hubbard's Cave beers are worthy, guys. I think they're probably close to the same league as Evil Twin. So you guys that can get their beers, and these guys are out of Illinois, so I don't think they're quite as pricey as Evil Twin beer, but remember, you know, you get what you pay for here, guys, in the real world. I mean, a 12% beer costs a lot more money to make because of the malt and the hops and everything it takes, and the lactose that they're using it, and everything else to be balanced and be a tasty beer, and not of being overpowered by one taste or aroma over the other. I mean, and you can go many different directions with any different beer. You want more cinnamon, or you want more maple syrup, you want more sweetness, you want more bourbon barrel, you want more maltiness, you want more coffee. I mean, you can go many different directions on one single beer. I mean, and to have a plethora of beers you brew, the range is limitless depending on the malt and the grain. I mean, the hops and the yeast that you use. Everything. You could take the same recipe and change it 100 different ways or more, and get a different tasting beer or something different about each beer by just changing some malt or some hops or yeast. So the sky is the limit on beers, guys. That's why there are so many different ones. I mean, it's up to the brewer's imagination. So, with that being said, this is the French toast from Hubbard's Cave. Been really impressed with these guys. 12% or no IBUs, Imperial Stout fermented with cinnamon, maple syrup, vanilla, and lactose. A big 16-ounce can with a stick-on label. I don't think they date their stuff, guys. I've not noticed anything. Somebody will probably say, oh, it's here, it's there, it's whatever. I'm just looking over it, and I don't see anything on the label, and I don't see anything on the can. So if it's there, I don't see it. Into the glass we go. This is going to be a pitch black beer more than likely, and it's pretty dark here, guys. Very dark. Not much carbonation going on here, and you see I'm pouring it fairly aggressive, and you can see. There, I can see the beer down there. It's not even covering the whole top. It looks like there's maybe 1/4 of an inch on the outside, but there's not that much on the inside. So, this is how you fix that. If your beer looks like that, swirly swirl. What do you think? Did that work? Finger and a half of the head on there now. That's awesome looking. That is absolutely awesome. How a stout should look when they pour that in your glass. Should be a very dark beer with a finger to a finger and a quarter to a half head, especially in a glass this size. Now, if it's a smaller glass, you may not want that much head. So, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it didn't have any head on it. Put more in the glass if I'm paying for it. And once I get down there, I can swirl it in the glass and get the head if I want that. So, it's pitch black, guys. It's super dark. It is a very, very good looking Imperial Stout. Here's the nose we go. Oh man, that smells awesome. And the head is so creamy. I mean, it is. And it hasn't went anywhere. It's nice and tight bubbles and very creamy. It looks like almost like a yogurt on top of it. That's an awesome looking, and I get the cinnamon. I get the sweetness. Their maple syrup is there. Slight hints of vanilla, roasted malt. That smells absolutely outstanding. Their aroma is 10. Their aroma is a 10, guys. I mean, that is absolutely awesome smelling. I could actually, I mean, if you could make a cologne to smell like it, I would wear that. If I could smell something like this all day. Yeah. I could do it. Let's do it. Cheers. Oh wow. That head is so creamy and so smooth drinking. The cinnamon there, the maple syrup is there. The vanilla is there. The sweetness is there. Man, that's, I'm not going to call this a breakfast beer because it's 12%. Some of you cats probably could do a 12% for breakfast and still function, so more power to you. Don't think I'd want to drink a 12% for breakfast unless I was going back to bed. So, and I'd never go back to bed. Awesome, awesome beer. Smells awesome, tastes awesome. Bourbon barrel would be the only way that I could say that just may have a little bit better taste. Oh, ever so slightly. It doesn't need it. It doesn't. It's 12%. Throwing bourbon to it, it's going to kick that up too. So, but if you're a bourbon barrel fan, you could do that on this one. I believe it could benefit a little because the sweetness is just a tad heavy from the lactose. So a little bit of bourbon may even balance that out just a hair more. Just kicking that out. I mean, I'm not going to do it. It's 12%. I don't need to put anything else in there, but I could see having a little bit of bourbon-esque aroma and taste would probably enhance this beer just a little bit. If you're looking for a 13 to 15%, or throwing a half to a full jigger of tasty bourbon in there. So, I'll leave it up to you. But anyway, I digress. Just thinking out loud. Back in pour going in, guys. Swirly done. It's all in there. I can't get any more out there. Even if I squeeze a can, it doesn't work. Oh well, I crushed the can. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright guys, it's right out of the fridge. Let's go sip on this and see what we got. Hey guys, I'm back. Not a huge lacing, a little bit around the top here. Very tasty though. I mean, it's pretty spot on for what they're claiming it to be. French toast. Now, what do you think of when you have French toast? I mean, you're getting something similar to pancakes, but just a little bit different. A lot of times with cinnamon, vanilla, nice sweetness from the maple syrup, and the sugar essence of all that combination. So I think they did pretty good on this. So very tasty. I've been very impressed with the dark stout beers that these guys are producing, the heavier beers, a lot like Evil Twin. I mean, these are 12 percenters come to mind right off the bat. They're doing them very, very well. I mean, this beer is going to keep for a long, long time. 20 years. I mean, this beer is still going to be drinkable. So, and it's going to probably taste a little different than it does right now. So, just like wines, fine wines, I mean, a lot of stuff you can age, a lot of stuff you cannot. This would probably be one you probably could. So, on the show, awesome aroma. You know what? I see a little bit right there. I'm not gonna let that. Oh yes. The lactose gives a very, very nice sweetness to it. I mean, cinnamon's there, the vanilla is there, the maple syrup. It's tasty. I mean, it's tasty, guys. It's a solid A to me. I'm gonna give it a 95. I mean, they're claiming it to be this, and it is this to me. So, my opinion, guys, it is a very tasty cinnamon maple syrup vanilla stout. I mean, it's got everything there, and the sweetness with the lactose. 95. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 95. Imagine that. World class from them. I agree on this. And over to Untapped, they have it at 4.16. That may be their borderline between A- and A. So wherever you want to put that, guys, it's a solid A to me. Solid A. 95 is where I'm going to put it. If you've had French toast, all canned dates is what's Untapped saying. So evidently there's not a whole lot of variation there between the years, batches, or whatever there. They all have been pretty consistent, same ABV and all that. So I liked it. A good dessert beer. I won't say it's any kind of candy bar in a glass type of stout, but very tasty. Very tasty. If you can get your hands on them, pick it up, give it a try. If you haven't, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.